Liam's days on the farm were filled with exploration and adventure. The vast fields stretched out before him, beckoning him to ride and play with the tractors. He would climb up onto the seat, his small hands gripping the steering wheel as he imagined himself driving through fields of golden wheat. As he leaned against the steering wheel, his gaze wandered to the old barn, the tractors lined up inside, their solid metal frames standing as silent guardians of the farm's productivity. A thought crossed his mind. What if the tractors had secrets? What if he could understand their language and become a tractor whisperer? Liam's parents, Sarah and Liam's father, were always supportive of his passion. They saw the spark in his eyes when he was around the tractors, and they encouraged him to follow his dreams. "You never know, Liam," his father would say. "You might just uncover something amazing." Emily, Liam's best friend, was always by his side on their farm adventures. Her blonde braids bounced with every step as she shared in Liam's excitement and curiosity. Together, they would race through the fields, their laughter filling the air. It was one fateful day when Liam stumbled upon an old dusty book in the attic. As he blew away the layers of dust, he discovered it was filled with stories of enchanted artifacts and the magical abilities they possessed. His heart skipped a beat as he read about ancient amulets and mystical objects. Intrigued and filled with determination, Liam set his mind to finding his very own artifact. He knew that somewhere on the farm, hidden beneath the soil, or in forgotten corners, there was a treasure waiting to be discovered. He had to uncover its secrets. "Emily, I found something incredible!" Liam exclaimed, bursting into his friend's house with the dusty book in hand. "Look, it's filled with stories about enchanted artifacts." Emily's eyes widened as she took the book from Liam's hands, flipping through its pages. "Liam, this is amazing! Do you think we can find one of these artifacts on the farm?" Liam nodded, a determined glint in his eyes. "I believe we can, Emily. We just have to dig deeper and explore every nook and cranny of the farm. There's magic waiting for us out there." With newfound purpose, Liam and Emily set off on their farm adventures like never before. They would spend hours exploring the fields, searching the barn, and delving into the depths of the attic. Every stone was overturned, every haystack examined. They were like treasure hunters on a quest for the greatest prize. "Hey, Liam, what if we find an artifact that can make the tractors come to life?" Emily said, her voice tinged with excitement. Liam grinned, imagining the tractors springing to life and talking to them. "That would be incredible. Imagine the adventures we could have, riding through the fields on tractors that have a mind of their own." Weeks turned into months, and Liam's determination remained steadfast. Every day he would wake up with a newfound energy, ready to continue his search for the hidden artifact. He knew he was getting closer, and he could almost taste the magic in the air. One afternoon, as the sun bathed the farm in a golden glow, Liam's gaze fell upon a freshly ploughed field. The rich, dark soil seemed to beckon him, promising secrets waiting to be unearthed. He couldn't resist the pull. With a skip in his step, Liam made his way to the ploughed field, his heart beating with anticipation. He knelt down, his fingers digging through the dirt, searching for something, anything. And then, just as his hope began to dwindle, his fingers brushed against something hard and metallic. Liam gasped, his heart racing as he carefully uncovered the object. It was a small golden amulet, emitting a faint glow as he held it in his hand. "Emily, look what I found!" Liam yelled, his voice trembling with excitement. Emily rushed over, her eyes widening as she took in the sight of the gleaming amulet. Could it be one of the enchanted artifacts?" Liam nodded, his voice barely above a whisper. "I think so, Emily. This amulet, it feels different, almost alive." In that moment, the amulet reacted to Liam's touch, glowing brighter and emitting a soft humming sound. Liam's eyes widened as he realized the true power of the artifact. "Emily, the amulet. It can communicate with the tractors. It can command them." Liam's mind raced with possibilities. The tractors had always been his friends, But now they could be so much more. They could work together. He could guide them, and they could become more efficient and powerful under his command. The thought of it sent a thrill down Liam's spine. He couldn't keep this incredible discovery to himself. He had to confide in Emily, his trusted partner in adventure. "Emily, we have to keep this a secret, just between us," Liam said, his voice urgent. "If anyone finds out about this amulet, who knows what could happen? We need to protect it." Emily nodded, her eyes shining with determination. "I understand, Liam. We'll guard this secret with our lives. No one else needs to know until we figure out exactly what this amulet can do." And so Liam and Emily entered a world of secrecy and adventure. They spent their days experimenting with the amulet, learning more about its abilities, and discovering the extent of its power over the tractors. The tractors responded to Liam's commands, becoming more efficient and powerful under his guidance. They would plough the fields in perfect lines, carry hay bales effortlessly, and even fix their own mechanical issues with a few words from Liam. As the weeks passed, Liam's confidence grew, and he began to unravel the ancient language shared between the tractors and the amulet. It was a symphony of clicks, hums, and gentle vibrations, a language that only Liam could understand. Liam couldn't contain his excitement any longer. He had to share his discovery with his parents, who had always supported his love for the farm. They would understand the importance of this magical connection. Sitting at the kitchen table, Liam placed the amulet gently in front of his parents, his hands trembling with a mixture of excitement and nerves. "Mum, Dad, you won't believe what I've found." Sarah and Liam's father exchanged glances, their curiosity piqued. "What is it, Liam? What have you discovered?" Liam took a deep breath and began to explain, his words flowing with an energy that only true passion could evoke. He spoke of the amulet, its power over the tractors, and the incredible bond he had formed with these majestic machines. Sarah's eyes shimmered with pride as she listened to her son, her heart filled with a mix of awe and love. Liam's father nodded slowly, his face etched with a deep understanding. "Liam, we always knew you were special," Sarah said, her voice brimming with emotion. "To think that you could unite our family and the tractors in such a magical way. It's incredible." Liam beamed, feeling the warmth of his parents' support wash over him. "Together, we can protect the farm, Mum, Dad. We can save it from anyone who tries to take it away. With the tractors by our side, we can face any challenge that comes our way." As the sun set over the farm, casting a golden glow across the fields, Liam found himself eavesdropping on an intense conversation between his parents in the kitchen. He peeked through the crack in the door, his heart racing with curiosity. "Liam," his mother said with concern, "you know Mr. Grimsby, the land developer? Well, it seems he has his eye on our farm. He plans to buy it and turn it into a housing development." Liam's eyes widened and his heart sank. He couldn't imagine a life without the farm, without the tractors he loved so much. The thought of Mr. Grimsby's greed turning their beautiful land into rows of houses filled him with determination. He clenched his fists and whispered to himself, "I won't let that happen. I'll protect the farm." With newfound resolve, Liam rushed outside to the tractors. His heart pounded with excitement and fear, but he knew he had to act. He raised the golden amulet to the sky, and as if by magic, the tractors came to life. "Brrrr!" hummed the tractors in unison, their engine sounds filling the air. Liam swallowed his fear and spoke directly to the tractors. "My loyal friends, we have a grave threat approaching our farm. Mr. Grimsby wants to take away our home. Will you help me protect it?" The tractors revved their engines, their headlights burning with bright determination. "Vroom! Vroom!" they roared, their metallic voices filled with unwavering loyalty. Feeling more determined than ever, Liam sought guidance from the wise retired farmer, Maggie. She sat on her porch, rocking back and forth in her creaky old chair, a knowing smile on her face. "Ah, Liam," she said, "I knew this day would come. The land holds its stories. but it is up to us to protect them. Follow your heart, young one, and fight for what you believe in. Remember, unity and determination are your greatest allies." Liam nodded, gratitude and determination burning in his eyes. He heeded Maggie's words and knew that with the tractors by his side, he had a fighting chance against Mr. Grimsby's greed. As the sun set over the sprawling farm, Liam gathered the tractors in a secret meeting. He held the shimmering amulet in his trembling hands, its golden glow casting flickering shadows on their eager faces. "My friends," Liam began, his voice steady but filled with determination, "I have made a discovery. This amulet, it allows me to communicate with all of you." The tractors exchanged excited revs and honks, their steel bodies vibrating with anticipation. "I can feel the danger looming," Liam continued, raising his voice to be heard over their restless rumbling. "Mr. Grimsby is determined to take over our farm, but we will not let that happen. We are united, and together we will protect this land." The tractors huffed and squealed in agreement, their headlights shining brighter as a symbol of their loyalty. "We have to think smart," Liam said, his brow furrowing with concentration. "We'll sabotage the construction equipment Mr. Grimsby sends, causing delays and setbacks. Every minute we buy is a step closer to victory." Rumbles of approval echoed through the meeting as the tractors prepared to put their abilities to use. Just then, Liam's older brother, Henry, sauntered over, a mischievous glint in his eyes. "You know, little bro," he said, leaning against a vintage red tractor, "I might have a trick or two up my sleeve to help." A wide grin spread across Liam's face as he welcomed Henry into the fold. They were ready. Their plan was set. The tractors roared with excitement, their engines roaring in anticipation of the battle to come. Liam, his hands gripping the amulet tightly, addressed the tractors. "We've come a long way, my friends, but the battle has only just begun. Mr. Grimsby won't stop at anything to get what he wants. We need to be one step ahead of him." The tractors revved their engines in agreement, their metallic bodies gleaming with determination. They had become much more than machines. They were guardians of the land. With a plan in mind, Liam led the tractors towards the outskirts of the farm, where Mr. Grimsby's experts were camped out. The experts were studying blueprints, muttering amongst themselves, unaware of the danger approaching. Liam's heart was pounding in his chest as he whispered to the tractors, "Now." In a synchronized motion, the tractors moved stealthily towards the camp, their massive tires crushing the grass beneath them. They surrounded the experts, sending them into a panic. Mud splattered, dirt flew, and chaos ensued. One of the experts shrieked, "What is happening? How are they doing that?" Liam smirked, feeling a surge of satisfaction. The tractors were using their newfound abilities to their advantage. They honked their horns, releasing jets of water and foam, causing the experts to slip and slide uncontrollably. Liam's mother, Sarah, had been watching the battle from a distance. Amazement filled her eyes as she watched the tractors at work. She had always supported her son's love for tractors, but witnessing their powers firsthand made her even more passionate about their cause. "Go, Liam!" she yelled, pumping her fists in the air. "Show them what we're made of!" With renewed energy, Liam and the tractors continued their assault. They used their abilities not only to outsmart the experts, but also to heal the land around them. Flowers sprouted, trees regained their vigor, and the once barren soil became fertile once again. As the experts retreated, defeated and humiliated, Mr. Grimsby watched from a safe distance, his face contorted with rage. He realized that he had underestimated the power of unity, determination, and the tractors' bond with the land. But Liam knew the battle was far from over. In fact, it had only just begun. Liam stood on the makeshift stage in the town square, his heart pounding with a mix of nerves and excitement. The crowd gathered before him, their eager eyes fixed on him, waiting for him to speak. He took a deep breath, steadying himself. "Good people of our beloved town," Liam began, his voice ringing out confidently. "I stand before you today to share with you the history and importance of our farm. It is not just a plot of land, but a place filled with memories, beauty, and the spirit of unity. The townspeople exchanged curious glances, leaning in to listen as Liam recounted the tales he had heard from Maggie, the retired farmer. His words painted vivid pictures of generations of hard-working families tending to the land with love and respect. The crowd nodded in understanding, their faces softening with a new appreciation for the farm. But it was Mrs. Johnson, the local historian, who truly ignited the flame of inspiration. With her vast knowledge, she interwove stories of triumph and perseverance into Liam's narrative, highlighting the farm's significance in the town's history. The crowd was spellbound, hanging on to her every word. As Liam looked out into the sea of faces, he felt a swell of hope within him. "Ladies and gentlemen," he continued, his voice filled with conviction, "we must stand united against Mr. Grimsby's plans to turn our farm into a housing development. Together we can protect our heritage and preserve the beauty that lies within the land." A roar of applause erupted from the crowd, hand after hand clapping in support. The people understood the gravity of the situation and the power of unity. They recognized that their voices mattered, and their actions could shape the future of their beloved town. With newfound determination, the townspeople stepped forward, offering their support to Liam and the cause. They pledged their time, resources, and skills to protect the farm. The community gathering evolved into a rally, a united front against Mr. Grimsby's greed. Amidst the cheers and applause, Liam felt a sense of relief. The farm was not just his battle, but a shared responsibility. The power of unity pulsed through the air, connecting everyone present. With the townspeople behind him, Liam and the tractors stood stronger than ever, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead.